Alright, well, it's been a while. Hello everyone, I am Mr. Rain, and welcome back to Weapon Comparisons. And this time we're going to be looking at the two newest weapons that have been brought into Insurgency Sandstorm as of recording this, which is the Tavor 7 and the Ace 52. The Tavor 7 is essentially built similar to the TAR. It's a bullpup rifle, pretty neat. This one is keyed into using the 7.62 NATO rounds, so it's super powerful. Vertical recoil of 30, horizontal of 19, a velocity of 800, which is okay, a fire rate of 700, which is pretty quick for a weapon that powerful, and a high penetration of 405. The mag capacity is standard at 20, and the fire modes are at full auto and single fire. And of course, the starting supply points that you get for the Tavor is 5, your foregrip is 3, and an extended mag is 2. Your extended mag will bring your mag capacity up to 30. For now, we're going to leave the gun as blank as it is and check out the iron sights. Alright, so now looking at the irons, it's very similar to what we've seen before, I think, with the M17, MK17, MK18. You got these big metal braces on the left and right, which can get into your visibility here and there, but aside from that, it's pretty clean. I don't have any issues using this iron sight in particular, and like I said, the only thing that I don't like is that housing being a little too chunky. But with that said, let's go ahead and run our fire test. I'm gonna mount up here. I'm gonna test the Tavor full auto, 20 rounds, no control. 3, 2, 1. It's a very quick and very high vertical recoil. And you can see that there's quite a bit of a difference in height from first shot to second, which is pretty typical of this game. It's a little closer on your third and fourth and fifth and sixth and seventh, and so on and so on and so on and so on and so on. So you're really basically around here between your second and your third shot is where the gun is going to level off a little more on your vertical recoil, and it does have a little bit of a sway to the left and to the right like other guns do. That being said, this is very close to a straight line that I've seen in this game so far. So let's go ahead and check the Ace 52. Alright, so here we have the Ace 52, and it's also keyed into 7.62 NATO. It's a regular rifle this time, not a bullpup. A vertical recoil of 34, so it has slightly more recoil, and a horizontal of 18, so slightly less horizontal. The velocity is 800, so it's on par with the Tavor, and the fire rate, excuse me, and the fire rate is at 632 RPM, so it does fire slower than the Tavor, but not by much. Penetration 405, just like the Tavor and most 7.62 weapons in this game. The mag capacity is also at 20 with full auto and single fire, and I'm guessing that the points are going to be the exact same. 5 supply points to buy, 3 for a foregrip, and 2 for extended. That also takes you up to 30 rounds. So let's go ahead and equip this with no attachments.
Okay.
So looking at this, the irons are more simple but similar. I think they're a little bigger than your front sight is a little bigger than it is on the Ace 52 than the Tavor. Your housing is a little thinner, and so it's definitely more pleasing, at least to me, a little easier to use. I would give this a slightly higher rating on the iron sights than I would on the Tavor, just because it's a lot slimmer and a lot thinner of a design than the Tavors. So let's go ahead and run the full auto test. And now we're going to go full auto, Ace 52, 20 rounds, no attachments, no control. 3, 2, 1. So yeah, definitely has more recoil, I think. Yeah, it ends very similar to the Tavor, just because it's 20 rounds. The distance is similar from first shot to second. Second to third, there's a little more. They're just unique. And it's very similar in its spray pattern, in its overall pattern. Essentially, if you get a control of one gun or the other, it seems like you'll be able to use both interchangeably. So now we're going to reload the map and we're going to run the test again using full auto and controlled. Alright, so here we go. Tavor 7 full auto 20 rounds controlled this time. 3, 2, 1. So we get similar pattern to what we've seen with the M4, that kind of revolver pattern where it just goes around in that circle. It's pretty good to control for a 7.62 rifle in this game. It does jump a lot in regards to your vertical, not horizontal. In your vertical recoil, it does really want to kick, and it does take more effort to try and keep the gun down and keep that verticality down than the horizontal. You kind of just have to let if you're getting this kind of spray pattern on your horizontal, you're better off just controlling your vertical and let the horizontal do its thing, in my opinion. So now we're going to go ahead and run the same test with the Ace. So here we go with the Ace 52, full auto, 20 rounds, no attachments, control. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, this gun's a lot more jumpy than the Tavor. You can get it controlled close to the Tavor with some practice, but it really does like to jump. You can see there's very little horizontal to it, so you just have to really just focus on your vertical recoil and you should be pretty much set for this gun. It's going to be a little tricky with a gun like this, especially with no attachments on. So now we're going to reload once more and run these tests with a foregrip. Alright, so this is a recoil control test with a foregrip on a Tavor 7, full auto. 3, 2, 1. So that's pretty good. The foregrip removed some of that horizontal sway that I was getting earlier, and it just made it a straight line. So definitely worth putting a foregrip on this gun if you're getting that kind of a cluster. It does kick. I still want to say it does kick. If you're not focusing on your recoil, you will go up here and up here a little bit if you don't keep that recoil controlled. But if you're able to do this, you can melt pretty much any target that comes your way. Let's go ahead and check the Ace 52. Alright, so this is the Ace 52, full auto, foregrip, full control. 3, 2, 1. It still kicks. The foregrip didn't really do much to this gun. It put up a lot more horizontal this time around, from what I see. So if you like your vertical recoil and you'd like to just work on a straight line, then not having the foregrip attached is going to be more beneficial to you than this. But I'm going to run one more test with Ace 52 with a compensator and see if there's any difference. Alright, and for reference, the compensator still costs 3 supply points, so it's the same amount as a foregrip, so you're not spending more or less. Now let's go ahead, full auto, Ace 52, compensator this time, and 3, 2, 1. Well, that's a lot closer. That's a lot closer to what we get with the Tavor, and it may not really be worth using an attachment on the Ace 52 the way that it is right now. If you do like having that horizontal spread, then definitely do equip the foregrip. If you want your vertical spread to be like that, then you'll want to either use this gun bare or with a compensator. So, with that said, I think that's about all I'm going to do with the testing with these two guns. They both seem like pretty solid weapons. If you are looking to fully maximize this gun, then you're also looking at wanting to attach an extended mag on it, and which also cost 2 supply points, not 3. So with the Ace 52, you're looking at 8, or rather, you're looking at 5 to get it, and then 2 for the extended mag if you want this kind of vertical recoil. And if you do want the horizontal, then you will want to equip the foregrip, which would cost another 3. So your total there would be 10 supply points to get Ace 52 geared out with a foregrip and an extended mag. Or if you just want to run without a compensator and have a similar result to this linear path, then you're looking at just 2 supply points for the extended mag. When it comes to the Tavor is going to be essentially the same. The points are pretty much balanced the same exact way. I don't see a need to run a compensator on the Tavor because it kind of works pretty well without any attachments. And if you do want just a straight line of recoil, then you can equip your foregrip and get that result, costing 3 and 2 for an extended grip. So the points in this gun on these guns are actually the exact same. There's no difference. So there's not going to be a clear-cut winner as to which gun is better or worse or more versatile. What I will say is, in my opinion, I do think that the Tavor has better control overall. It's easier to control. It doesn't bounce as much as the Ace 52. And my only knock on the Tavor is the iron sights being just a little more bulky than the Ace 52, which is this one. But in regards to control or clarity, the Tavor 7 has both good clarity through the irons and good control with or without attachments. So with that being said, that would be all for this episode. Thank you all for watching. I am Mr. Rain, and I will see you guys in the next one.